Hey everybody, Creep Girl here. Just getting on, so I'm making sure everything's working. Can anybody hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. I'm trying to use this with my phone. If you can hear me, say you can hear me. Because I'm trying to make sure this is working. Hiya, Rich. Okay, I'm trying to see. There I am. Okay. I can hear you. Okay, you can hear me. Woohoo. Alright, so I have a lot of movies to talk about. Halloween is soon approaching. I can't wait. And we're going to be going to Screamageddon this year. I can't wait. I hope I get to go. And then there's Spooky Empire, and there's Halloween, and Halloween Horror Nights is going to have Stranger Things, Chucky, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I'm wondering if the Chioda brothers are actually doing all the clowns and stuff. I can't wait for that. Good morning from Australia. What? Stephanie, you're in Australia? Holy crap. So I wanted to tell you some of the movies I watch. I watch a lot of crappy movies this year. A lot. Oh my god. I'll have to do another video for crappy videos, because crappy movies, because these are pretty much all of these are pretty good movies. I think there's a way that I can add you in here and video chat with me if you want to talk about one of these movies. You are in Australia, Stephanie? That is so awesome. I know, I love the Killer Clowns. Killer Clowns from Outer Space, I watch every friggin' year at Halloween, because it's my favorite movie. Killer popcorn, cotton candy guns. I mean, come on. That is awesome. Alright, so anyways, I'm going to start it off with, I'm going to try to go to the older movies. Okay, these are newer, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so there's this one movie I saw that's really pretty silly, but I really loved it. If any of you ever go on the Funny or Die websites, there's these guys that do these 5-second films, and they did this thing called Dude Bro Party Massacre, and this is Dude Bro Party Massacre Part 3, which there actually isn't 1 and 2. Well, there might be like in 5-second films, but not movie lengthwise. Corey loves Killer Clowns. Yes, someone can request to be a guest on your broadcast. Okay. And so anyways, Dude Bro Party Massacre. It's like this ridiculous movie, kind of a parody of slashers. It's the killer is Motherface, and all the people that are in it are the ones that wrote it and directed and produced it. But it's just a really very silly movie. You have to be into this kind of humor, but they're playing it on Shudder. If you like really ridiculous films, like this is a film you get drunk or maybe something else and you watch it with your friends, because you'll just be making fun of the movie the whole time, but that's what makes it so great, is because it's so stupid. But I loved it. If you get a chance, you know, if you're having a party or something, that would be a great film to watch. Dude Bro Party Massacre. It's, you know, about the bromance and the bro and dude and all that, and they kind of make fun of that. And they have some pretty good kills in it, though. I have to admit, the kills were very creative and a lot of gore. So, you know, for, you know, a silly film, it was pretty good. I really liked it. Yes, you gotta watch the whole thing. Rich started to watch it, and then he said it was too stupid, he couldn't finish it. But I think he needs to give it a second chance, because really, it is a fun film. But it's not, I don't think it's one, like I watched it by myself and I was like, oh man, I wish I had other people here. And then I watched it, I think I watched it with both my nephews, and it was a lot more fun to watch with somebody else. But, Dude Bro Party Massacre. I'm trying to look to see what people are writing, sorry. Another movie I saw towards the beginning of the year was The Terrifier, and I freaking love that one. It's one of those films that is so cool to watch because they make it like it was an old film. Like it felt very old. Like I felt like I was watching an old movie, but I wasn't. And there was a lot of like stupid things in it where you're like, why would you do that? Yes, but there was awesome kills and gore. A lot of gore. And Art the Clown is the freaking scariest clown ever. He is way scarier than the It Clown. He's just creepy. He's like a silent clown, and he just sits and stares at you. And there's this scene they have in the restaurant where these two girls are sitting, and Art is just sitting there staring at them. And it's so freaking creepy. Rich loved The Terrifier, of course. It is awesome. I love the big gore scene, but I don't want to spoil it. So I'm not going to say what it is. But there's a serious gore scene in this. A painful, for us women, scene. I'll say that. Because I was like, when it happens. Okay. But that's The Terrifier with Art the Clown. You guys, if you like gore, if you like scary, Terrifier is terrifying. Alright, another one I saw earlier. Truth or Dare. I really like that one. It just was a cool concept, the whole Truth or Dare game, and then you got to pick Truth or Dare or you die, and it had some cool like kill scenes in it. It's like a teeny bopper type, like What Did I Do Last Summer, that type feel film, but it's good. It's really, it keeps you engaged. It's not boring at all. It just moves along quickly. And it just was a cool concept. Truth or Dare, that would be a good party movie too to watch, I think. Really good film. Stephanie says Terrifier is good to watch with a few beers when you're in a group. Yeah, Terrifier was scary. That clown was amazing though. Art the Clown is amazing. Like, I love when they have characters that are just so scary. It was creepy. Hi, Christopher. Alright, so another film. Okay, now this is an older film. Not that old. I say older because it was filmed like it's an 80s film, but it was made in 2016. And I wanted to see this film forever. It was like hitting the what do they call the, oh my god, I can't think of the word. The cons. The Scream Fest and all that. It was at those, and I went to one of the Scream Fest to see it, but I was with a friend that we went and saw Frankenstein Hates Bikers or Loves Bikers or something, and she's very Christian, and she was like really angry at me for making her watch that. So when it came time for the barn, I was like scared to go watch it, so I never got to see it. So it was really weird that one day it came up on a free channel called Tubi. I was like, what the heck? I've been trying to find this movie forever. It was even on like Amazon for like $30 freaking dollars. I'm like, I'm not spending $30. I don't even know if it's good. So it came up on this Tubi, which is a free channel you can get on your Roku or whatever. And not festivals, cons, like, what do you call them? It's not con, I'm trying to think of another word. But like Scream Fest and stuff. I Spit on Your Grave. Yes, I have seen that. The newer I Spit on Your Graves, I like. The old I Spit on Your Grave, I do not like. And that's a whole big discussion. But anyways, The Barn. This is a cool Halloween movie. Okay? Trick or Treat, that's another awesome one. But The Barn is an 80s feel film, and it has like 80s music in it, and it really makes you feel like you're watching 80s film, and it's during Halloween that everything is happening, and it has these really cool 3 monsters in it that come out of the barn. It's the Boogeyman, Hallowed Jack, and Candy Corn Scarecrow. So like even the killers are like Halloween themed, and it was to me it was a fun movie. I liked it. I mean, it wasn't like grade A movie or anything. It was kind of a B-ish movie, but it was really cool how they filmed it to look like the 80s. You know, they had those like things on their body and stuff, just like in the 80 films. But that's a good one, The Barn. If you can get the channel Tubi, it's on there, and that would be a really cool Halloween one. Convention. Thank you, Mikey. That is the word I was thinking of. I gotta put the kids to bed. Good to see you, Melissa. Okay, bye, Corey. All right, so another film. Let's see. I saw this one on Netflix. It's called Cargo, and it's a virus film. It was a very, I've seen 10 million zombie movies, like literally, you guys. I remember back when I was doing my radio show with Kevin Cax and Daniel, like every week, I swear, we had a zombie movie to review, like every freaking week. But this one was, had a little different twist to it. Like if you got bit, they had these little bite kits that if you got bit, you wore some kind of alarm watch that would tell you when you were going to turn. So you had this much time before you were going to turn into a zombie. And the zombies like would do this weird thing where they put their heads in the sand and stuff. But it was about a guy and his wife and his kid, and they're, in the virus apocalypse thing, and something happens to one of them, and I guess it's the mother, because I'm going to say the father has to protect the kid, and eventually the dad gets bit. So he puts on his watch, and he has so much time before he can find someone to take care of his baby, because he's going to turn into a zombie. So I thought it was kind of a cool twist. It was a very emotional film. I remember I was crying when I watched it. Christopher says nice cleavage. Oh, thanks. Not scary. It had scary moments in it, I think. The zombies were, but it's more of an emotional film about the father trying to find someone to take care of his daughter before he turns into a zombie. Hey, Gidget. But that was a really good film. Cargo, and that was on Netflix. I don't know if it still is. It should be. And it's from Australia, Stephanie. That's an Australian film called Cargo. Martin Freeman is the main character. I think he was in the Lord of the Rings series. He was Bilbo, I think. I'm not sure about that. But he was in I'm pretty sure he was in, if I'm thinking of the right one, Lord of the Rings, or maybe I'm thinking of the wrong one. But he's in one of those kind of movies. That's the main character. Alright, so I just watched the Puppet Master's new movie, The Little Reich. Now that's another like silly movie. Had a lot of big stars in it though. It had Thomas Lennon from Reno 911, and Michael Paré from the Saw movies, and Udo Kier. I hate saying people's names because I know I'm saying them wrong. And Barbara Crampton. But, if you're a Puppet Master fan, you must see this movie because it is very fandom based. Like, it's made for the fans. And the kills were so creative. Like, I love the kills. Like, and they even crossed a few lines with the kills. But I don't know. I love that stuff. I know some people don't like when they cross. There was a scene with a pregnant woman that was really bad that people will probably, bitch about. But I thought it was creative. The puppets were really cool. Like the powers the puppets had. But the kills were really cool. So if you're a Puppet Master fan, that is a definite see. It is kind of a silly movie. But if you like kills and gore, you will like the new Puppet Master movie, Little Reich, I think it's called. Puppet Master Little Reich. Oh, my cousin Robin, hi. Alright, so I got that. And then Happy Death Day was another movie I watched. And this movie is like the Groundhog Effect, and I did not want to watch it. I just thought, I hate Groundhog Day. Groundhog Day is the stupidest movie ever. I know I'm going to hate this movie. And I loved it. It was really good. Happy Death Day was a really good movie. They just do it well with, you know, because every time she wakes up, she's getting more clues of who killed her, and they keep it interesting. Even though it is kind of repetitive, like when she first wakes up, I don't know, I don't get bored with it. It was really good, and I thought they had a really good twist to it. There was like a twist and then another twist. But Happy Death Day, that would be another good party movie, I think. Definitely for Halloween. Okay, so another film I watched, which is amazing. Primal Rage. It is a Bigfoot movie. Patrick McGee is who, I think he wrote and directed it and produced it. And he's like a special effects guy from like Spider-Man, Jurassic Park, Alien versus Predator, and Zombie Strippers. Like, he did all the special effects and makeup for those movies. So this is his first big movie. So the monster in this is freaking incredible. I love the Bigfoot. I mean, I love the Legend of Bigfoot, but a lot of Bigfoot movies are pretty lame. I mean, Willow Creek was pretty good. It kind of scared me. But this one, there is some really cool gore scenes in it. Really good. There's a scene with a jaw ripping and then hanging, and it was so badass. And then the actual Bigfoot, when they show the Bigfoot like close up, there's so much detail. There was this little lip flare thing that I was like so impressed with. I was just like, wow. And you know, it had a good little storyline. It had these guys in it that you freaking hate. Like, you want to jump in the movie and just punch them in the face. They're annoying, they're dicks, and you just want to get in the movie and punch them in the face. And of course, you are very satisfied after watching the film for a little longer. But you know, they make you hate the people that are, you know, about to be ripped to shreds. But so that's what it started off kind of slow, but once it gets going, it really gets going. And best Bigfoot movie ever. There was another Bigfoot movie I saw with a GoPro that was pretty good. I can't remember that one, but this one's better. This is my favorite Bigfoot movie so far. That even Legend of Boggy Creek, this one is my favorite so far. Primal Rage. Bye. Whoops. Bye. Okay. Bye, Christopher. Alright, so another really great movie. Let's see. So last night I watched one called Summer of '84. This movie is one of those coming of age movies, and it has a serial killer in it, and these young boys are trying to figure out who the serial killer is. And I think they're reviewing this one on Trick or Treat Radio this week on Wednesday. You guys got to see that podcast. It's one of my favorite podcasts, every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. They have it on YouTube and then on their Trick or Treat website. But, yeah, this movie, you know, it's one of those, it starts off, you know, like Lean on Me kind of thing, or, you know, with the young kids, and they're trying to solve a mystery. And it almost feels like a movie that you could watch with your kids. But then there's a moment that I was like, holy crap. I can't believe they just did that. But it's definitely, you know, when it gets closer to the end, it's not, I don't think it's a movie kids should watch. I mean, maybe teenagers, but not little kids. So, but Summer of '84 was a pretty good flick. The only thing I didn't like in this movie is it had this, like every time they were thinking of things like you know, like, oh, he did this and he did this, this is why he's the killer. They played this repetitive two beat thing, like bum 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 bum. Every time they were like explaining something, like, yeah, maybe he was bum 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 bum, and it was like they played it through the whole movie. Like every time they would be talking about what, you know, what clues they had to think this person was the killer. So that was the only thing. But other than that, it was a good movie. It was a really good movie. That would be a good one maybe for some teenagers to watch on Halloween, or adults. I enjoyed it. I really liked it. I got all those. So okay, 2 more movies, and these 2. Hereditary, I just got finished watching. I finally got to watch this movie. I was dying to see it. And so it's about this family, and I guess their grandmother just died. And there's this really odd little girl named Charlie that she's going to go down in history as one of the creepiest looking girls. And, you know, I looked her up on IMDb because I was like, you know, she looks so creepy. Like, did they make her look that creepy? And I really think they did, because she, you know, when you see regular pictures of her, she's very beautiful. She plays like on Broadway. She does Matilda and some Charlie Brown thing, but she's on Broadway, so she must sing and dance and all that stuff too. But yeah, that girl was so creepy. Miley Shapiro, and she's actually from Tampa, Florida. Thought that was interesting. And Toni Collette's the mother that plays Annie, and she always she just has a creepy air about her. So they really, I think they really cast this film well. And just, you know, I heard so much about this on the internet. I was like so anxious to see it and so happy, you know, to see it. But then some people were like, it was stupid, it ended and you didn't even know, blah blah. And I was like, why? I mean, it was like kind of like a cult type psychological thriller type thing, and I felt like it pretty much came full circle. I didn't really feel like it ended open-ended at all. I don't know why people thought that. But it was a really good creepy film. There were so many creepy moments in it. There was a scene where she was up on the ceiling behind her son, and the kill moment in this is, oh my god, it's devastating, it's heartbreaking, it's horrible. Like, I was like, oh my god, they just did that. But yeah, Hereditary I thought it was a great film. I know people are really torn on this. Some people didn't like it, and some people did. I'm one of the ones that I really loved it. I mean, it'll definitely be in my top 10 this year. Definitely. Hereditary. So will Primal Rage. That will be in my top 10. I love that movie. So, the only other movie I have left is, I'm making sure because this is my favorite one of all. This is my #1 movie this year so far, is Incidents in Ghostland. And this was written and directed by Pascal Laguerre. I want to say it French. And he did Martyrs, the original Martyrs. And this movie is, I love it for so many freaking reasons. Like, for one, it's this mother and these 2 daughters, Vera and Beth, and they have inherited their aunt's house, their peculiar aunt's house. So they go to this house, you know, it's in the middle of a field in the middle of nowhere, this big wooden frame, old looking house, and they go inside the house, and it is full of dolls, like creepy dolls everywhere. The set in this movie is so amazing. Amazing sets. And so there's these, when they're driving to the house, this kind of weird ice cream truck passes them, and they wave, and the one bitchy sister like flicks them off. Well, later on, when they get to the house and everything, these 2 very strange, odd people, very weird, break into the house, and horrible things happen. There is rape in this movie. I always like to tell people when there is, because some people don't like that stuff. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. And then there's, I can't tell you too much more because there's this really cool twist in it. So you just got to see it. And another interesting fact about the movie, Taylor Hickson, who plays the young Vera, because, you know, they're older and then there's a younger version because it's like 10 years later or whatever. But she had to break through a glass window, and she couldn't do it at first. Well, this is the story that I was told by someone, so I don't know if it's exactly true, but I know for a fact that this girl horribly cut her face, like here, scarred for life, and she is currently like suing the movie company or whatever for it. But the story I was told was that she couldn't break through this glass, and Pascal wanted it to look real and told her just keep trying, keep trying. She finally broke through and she cut her face open and had to be hospitalized. So maybe that's why this film didn't come out so quick. But Incidents in Ghostland, favorite movie this year by far. So if you get a chance to see this, it is streaming on, you know, like video on demand. It's definitely one to see. That would be my Halloween movie so far this year, that and Terrifier. Because well, my Halloween would have to be hardcore, so if you're not so hardcore, Terrifier, maybe not. But Incidents in Ghostland, oh yes. But just remember, it does have rape scenes in it. Nothing for the kids or anything. But by far my favorite movie. Hereditary, also a very good movie. I wouldn't call that a party movie though, because it's a slow, creepy, like that's one to watch all by yourself, curled up with a pillow, and to watch, because it's a very slow burn kind of movie. So I also wanted to ask, has anybody been watching Castle Rock? Because I love Castle Rock. It's one of those TV shows. It's by Stephen King. It's streaming on Hulu. But it's one of those TV shows where you don't know what's going on, so you have to keep watching to find out what's going on. And it's just like, it's crazy. And there's all these cool references to all Stephen King's other movies. You know, they're at Shawshank Prison. There's a bunch of other references. I can't think of them all now. But you'll see throughout the series, I think this is going to become a thing with other episodes. Like they're just mentioning somehow other Stephen King films in this series. But it's a really good series. The last one was pretty, not the last one, but the one before was pretty crazy. The last one was kind of, it was weird. I was watching the last episode and I almost felt like I was watching an episode I already saw, because they were flashing back to so many other episodes. So, but the episode before left off like crazy, but then the next episode was reminiscent of past episodes, so the next one should be really good. If you haven't started watching it, that's one I would suggest for TV shows, is Castle Rock by Stephen King. It's on Hulu. So I guess that's it. That is my list for now. I've been thinking that I want to try to do my videos maybe every other Sunday if I can, and let you know what I'm watching, because I'm watching more and more. I think as we get closer to the end of the year, maybe some of the better movies will come out. There's a lot I'm anticipating to see. If you guys ever have a movie that you want me to review, maybe that you can't watch, that you want me to watch to see, I want to see The Meg. I still haven't seen that yet. Dying to see The Meg. But if there's anything you want me to watch, just let me know. I have a lot of resources and some friends that get me movies and screeners and all kinds of stuff. So if I can, I will try to watch things. But that's all I have for now, and I'll see you maybe a couple Sundays from now with some more reviews. And hopefully, maybe I can persuade some of my friends to come over on a Sunday, and we can cram in all my movies that I want to talk about, and I can talk about them with someone else, or maybe someone can join me on here. I can just pull up your little video and you could be on the screen with me, and we could discuss the movie together and our opinions. That would be a lot more fun. I miss my co-hosts, Daniel and Kevin Kex, because we used to have so much fun battling back and forth. But yeah, that's it, guys. Creepy Girl out. Hope you enjoyed.